Well, good morning and welcome to Anambra Broadcasting, ABS Sports Splash this beautiful Tuesday morning. My name is Ekweme Daniel. A lot has happened in the world of football, and you know how we do every Tuesday. We bring you some of the happenings in the world of sports. Most especially, we talk about football. And it was a show of shame in Libya on Sunday when the Super Eagles arrived at Libya country to for the second leg of their CAF Nations Cup qualifier, and it was a show of shame. Very, very big shame. We've never seen such happen in the world of football ever. And that was exactly one of the things that we're going to be talking about today on ABS Sports Splash News. ABS Sports Splash this beautiful Tuesday morning. I want to welcome my colleague and a friend of mine and a champion. I think you have to relinquish. You've held this title for a very long time. I'm talking about the Scrabble champion, Ajulu Okagwe. You're highly welcome to ABS Sports Splash.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here talking sports, and that's what we do. You understand? Being golden, you understand, it's not something that comes easy. So let me enjoy the moment while it lasts.
Okay. All right, let's go straight into some of the stories we'll have for you this beautiful morning. Super Eagles lands in Nigeria after Libya horror. A lot happened where the Libyan FA treated us like hostage. In fact, they held us hostage. They detained us. There's nothing they didn't do to us, and it was terrible. And that really prompted the players and also the FA and the NFF to pull out of the Super Eagles, the game that's supposed to happen today. And we know how it went, and it was a terrible one. They detained us in a different airport for more than 16 hours. Ajulu, is this not a very big horror, a tragic scene? I mean, what name are we going to use to qualify such attitude from a country called Libya?
Well, I think, sincerely speaking, North African countries have these antics they usually deploy whenever results doesn't go their way. Even in continental matches where other parts of Africa go to North Africa to play, they have this hostility about wanting to win at all costs. They explore every, trick in the book to make sure that they have their way. But this probably was the height of it all, sincerely speaking, because CAF needs to look into this, and it's beginning to make us look like we are very, very unserious when it has to do with, one, treating our fellow humans in the right manner, and then playing dirty politics, all in the name of trying to, get a point. But then you begin to wonder, what position is even Libya in the group standings? So even if they put the Super Eagles through all of these things and they probably play the match due to fatigue, and then the Super Eagles either draw or lose the match, would that even guarantee them qualification? Knowing that tomorrow they will travel to another country after they meted this out to Super Eagles. So sometimes you need to put into consideration the treatment you give to others. If it were given to you, how would you respond to that? But then the FA chairman of the Libyan Football Association has tendered his...
Well, we're still going to get to that story, but the problem is the nature of what the Libyan meted out to these.
Yeah, no, nobody's talking about it being
we'll
good.
have our NFF chairman, Gozo, was there. The general FA's, the NFF secretary was there. Victor Kweba were there. So many other football commissioners and,
officials,
officials were all there, and these things happen. If weren't for even with their intervention, still they were held for 16 good hours. And I don't think this should be treated with a kid gloves, because this is a height of wickedness
that is where the disciplinary committee of CAF needs to actually weigh in, so as to forestall any further occurrence, be it Libya or any other country, any part of the the African continent, because sincerely speaking, what is bad, irrespective of who is receiving the bad treatment. Sincerely speaking, I believe that CAF will definitely look into this, and then we'll definitely get to hear more on this.
All right, the beauty about the whole stories is that God so kind, the Super Eagles are back in Nigeria. They're back to Nigeria, and they're back, and so many of them will start living for their respective clubs. And they decided they're going to play this game, even if CAF decides to give 3 points to Libya, at least their sanity is now back. They have their sanity, and so many of them have to go back to their respective clubs. Away from that, Super Eagles assistant captain Truce Ekon hails the team spirit, of togetherness. Even in the height of all this, you saw them in the lobby of the airport. This airport has been condemned. They are no longer using that airport, and that's where they took our players to. They were there. Some of them were playing games, playing words, Scrabbles, and all those stuff, and they were singing, trying to just overcome, to tell them, see, yes, you might have kept us in the lion's den, but God is still here with us, and we overcome it. We want to appreciate that. The togetherness is what really gave them that mindset, bring them together, and they're able to pull through all this. All right, away from that, CAF condemns the Super Eagles ordeal in Libya and have moved the actions to the disciplinary committee. Like you rightfully said, this is where the disciplinary committee have to come
to wade in,
to wade in, and they have to. A lot of people are calling for sanction that Libya should no longer participate in any organized CAF
tournament.
At least in the nearest future, they should be totally removed from it entirely. And there are some accusations from Libya as well as saying that the NFF did the same thing to
that they too
delayed them and put them into some of these traumas, and they had to retaliate. Now, is that enough reason? But we saw how fresh they were. We saw the kind of game they put up. They didn't take you people to a different hotel. You were in a good hotel. You trained in the what's it called?
In their own case, it was a mistake. Their plane was meant to land touchdown at Uyo, but it touched down at Port Harcourt. And Port Harcourt to Uyo is not so far as compared to the Albrak airport, and then the Benghazi, where the match was meant to be played.
Shutting them, putting up security men.
You understand?
To close them down inside the Albrak airport. Which has no God knows when last.
No, they said the airport is used for Hajj purposes. You understand? It's for
Hajj purposes. When it means Hajj, is once in a blue moon.
And Hajj is twice in a year now.
Whether twice in a year, but they said, and another report gave us that said this airport they no longer use it.
Yeah,
for a longer period.
It's for Hajj.
That's what they said.
You understand? But at the same time, you don't met this kind of treatment just because you had a logistic problem, as the case as when they were in Nigeria a few days ago for the first leg of this match. But then the disciplinary committee is looking into this, and we believe that the end of this story, we've not heard it. And I know that CAF will definitely want to come out tough so as to forestall any of such happening, both for Nations Cup or for African continent.
And another thing is that we still need to blame CAF, because CAF needs to re-strategize. You don't give the hosting nation now the total power to organize the logistics for the people that are coming. This should be part of your thing. And you just, because now you've seen how it looks like. These people say the Super Eagles did this the NFF did this to them, now they want to retaliate. It is because of that bridge. Now CAF needs to wade in. CAF needs to take over. To organize these things, to make sure before they play this thing, you have a very big CAF officials. You have to come down early enough and make preparation for the people that are coming. I think this is going to end this total. This is complete madness. This is madness. This is wickedness in football.
Yeah.
And that's why one thing I like about FIFA, because if it's a FIFA organized game, by now Libya would have had last night their fate.
Their fate.
They would have known their fate by now.
Their fate would have been made known by now.
Been known by now. So it's a very terrible thing, and everybody, every quarter needs to condemn such act. It's not done anywhere. They just kept them like prisoners of war, So this has to stop. All right, we're still talking sports on ABS Sports Plus this Tuesday morning. Ahmed Musa has brought a lot of energy and experience into our game. These are words of Usman Abdullahi, the coach of Kano Pillars. You will remember that Ahmed Musa last 2 weekends scored a brace for Kano Pillars to mark his return to the Nigerian Premier League. Ahmed Musa coming back home. He's still the captain of Super Eagles. Yeah. Coming back home to bring a lot of experience, a lot of energy into the Nigerian Premier League football. What's your take on this?
Sincerely speaking, like I keep maintaining, the fact that you play abroad, you come back, and then you pass your experience to the guys playing in the local league, to me, it's a welcome development. And that's to make you understand that there's no place like home, you understand? So when you see the likes of Ahmed Musa coming back to Kano Pillars to give his support and then impact in what the club is doing, putting them in the right direction. The standards of playing abroad and playing locally are totally different. Yeah. So the adjustment too, you understand, takes time. Even though most of these guys started from the home front before they finally went abroad. But then for him to have come in and then, effortlessly streamed into what they are doing currently in Kano Pillars tells a whole lot. And I believe that Ahmed Musa is not the first to have done this. A whole lot of other players have done this. So we want to see this translate into Nigeria, forgetting about hiring of foreign coaches. Because when you get these players with the experience, wealth of experience from playing in Europe and other parts of the world, coming back to give to the homegrown talent that we have here, it brings that blend of local and international and enriches what we have going forward. So it's a good one for Kano Pillars and for Ahmed Musa. Still looking forward to see him still don the jersey of the Super Eagles, probably for the last time at the next Nations Cup, if this Libya antics will definitely get us to qualify.
Exactly. All right, away from Kano Pillars, and Amokachi says the good days ahead for Lobby Stars as they drew against Niger Tornadoes. Last weekend, Daniel Amokachi, the Bull, the former Everton player and Super Eagles attacking midfielder, was contracted as the technical advisor of Lobby Stars. And you remember that he has been in Nigerian Premier League off and on. Remember, he coached Enyimba and won the title with them, and some other clubs as well. And now he is the technical advisor of Lobby Stars. And he's saying that after they drew against Niger Tornadoes, he says, good days ahead. Amokachi now, Lobby Star technical advisor.
Of course, just like we talked about Ahmed Musa, staying ex-international, playing for England, playing for Fenerbahce, then back to Besiktas rather, and now back to Nigeria, then taking the reins of Lobby Stars. And he has even coached
in Finland.
Yeah, Finland, and then even the Super Eagles too, in different capacities too. So these are the kind of things that we look forward to seeing in our league in order to make the prospect of a brighter Super Eagles very, very, prosperous. And at the same time, you begin to wonder, even though this is his first match against Niger Tornadoes, and even though the match didn't turn out to be, a win for him, but it still gives you the learning curve to learn things and then see how much you can impact people. Yeah. There's no person in Nigeria that watched Amokachi to know that this is somebody that is committed 120% on the field of play. And I believe that he will transcend that dedication and determination in which he was known to play for Nigeria then into his coaching career. And I'm sure in no time, you will see Lobby Stars being top amongst the echelons of Nigerian football.
Okay, being top of the echelons, well, let's see how it goes. Yes, let's see how it goes because Amokachi have the word of it. And also, it's going to help the coaches who normally overlook some of the Nigerian Premier League players, regarding them to come over to the Super Eagles or some of the national teams. I think with likes of Amokachi there,
when you begin to see the likes of the ex-nationals, taking care of local clubs in Nigeria, and you begin to say there is hope for players playing in Nigerian Professional League to have a shot into the national team. Exactly. You have Rivers United and Finidi.
Yes, you have Heartland.
You understand? With Amunike, and then so it's a rich blend. You understand? Having Kanu Wankwo as the manager of Eyimba. So a lot is definitely going to be. So it's the onus falls on the players playing in Nigerian Professional League to say there is no better opportunity for me to showcase the talent in order to get that
the attention of
exactly
coaches,
so that I can even blossom in my footballing career.
Okay, away from Amokachi back to Libya. The FA president resigned amid Super Eagles saga. Talking about the FA chairman of Libya. The guy is really sweating, as you can see. He's really sweating. He really needed to, this guy they all needs to be arrested.
Apart from
this is a very dangerous move that they really made.
But then it is honorable to resign when things like this happen. You understand? This man has been in CAF. You understand? So there's a wealth of experience in football management that he's coming with. So for him to be smeared with this debacle that happened with the Super Eagles and the Albrak and the all whatnot, that's
maybe he's gotten his pound of flesh.
Yeah, that's the
he decided to put in resignation.
His resignation doesn't mean that he wouldn't be called in. You understand? When there is an investigation that is ongoing, you understand? So definitely, good enough he has resigned. But that doesn't mean that the issue will all be swept under the carpet. I believe that CAF will take it off from there, and then next year how it goes.
Okay. All right, Barcelona in race of time to sign Thomas Partey from Arsenal as his contract set to expire at the end of the season. I wonder why Barcelona is coming for Partey. Partey is a very good, experienced player, but he's a player full of injuries. And
he's a player full of injuries. The question is,
keep brushing him.
The question is, while he was at Atletico Madrid for the number of years he was there, how often did he go under the knife? How often was he?
Have you forgotten that he came to Arsenal with?
That's what I'm saying now.
So he has always been that.
No, he wasn't.
No,
that
he was.
When he was at Atletico
No,
Madrid.
he did.
But at the same time,
he came to Arsenal with injury.
At the same time, let Barcelona. It is for the player to decide.
Well, every person it's not only for him to decide. The coach might say no, that he doesn't need. The club might say we don't want.
The club might say then you give him a better offer.
That's okay. He's part of the players. He's part of the players that earn much in Arsenal. Well, so I wonder what Barcelona should fix their home.
No problem. Barcelona is coming for Partey. Real Madrid is coming for Saliba.
So and that's Arsenal is preparing a juicy contract for their best defender, Saliba, to ward off interest from Real Madrid. I don't see him going over there.
But Arsenal has always been a training ground where bigger clubs comes and poach your players.
If
so
they want to poach,
why is there going to be a case in this one?
No. You remember, Arsenal is not like Chelsea, who every now and then they sell off their players without having a backup plan.
Well, do you
understand?
Yeah.
They don't have backup plan. That's the problem with Chelsea. But Arsenal, even if they sell their world class, you will always see another world class.
A team without backup plan has won Champions League twice.
When? And
as recent as
what twice?
Champions League twice.
When?
You're asking me 2012 and then 2021.
2012, they won Champions League.
Yes, Chelsea.
Okay. Yes, Chelsea. And they are doing well.
And no backup plan.
Let
Chelsea without backup plan.
I want to give it to Chelsea now because of the nature of the coach they brought in. I know many of you guys do not see Enzo Maresca. They didn't give him that chance. But men looking at Chelsea now, Chelsea is a team to beat. This one team I like. I like what, not the likes of Mourinho. I like the likes of Enzo Maresca, young coach with good sense that, come on, I'm going to build with this young, younger. I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Please, I'm not begging you. I'm not being sentimental. I'm just telling you because when he started, I said people should give him time. I know he's going to change the formation in Chelsea. And God's so kind, he has been doing that. He just won the best coach last of September. And that's a good one. Defeating the likes of Arteta
such things,
and Fulham coach.
Such things are not something that we
Marco
gloat
Silva.
about. What we gloat about is winning the league, winning.
You have to start from one.
So winning,
you don't give
manager
birth
of the month.
You don't give birth to
winning manager of the month, player of the month. To me, those are
that
personal.
is you.
What we need
you
is
are here. But there, it means a lot for him in his CVs. It means a lot for him because it shows that he's in the right direction and he will know the right thing to do. So that's where I want to give him kudos for that. At least he's coming to the ranks of Arteta now. He's coming to their ranks. Arteta has done.
Let him win trophies for us.
Yes, he has.
Let him win.
You should know that Arteta has won trophy. He has FA on his coffers.
No problem.
And Community Shield. He has some cups on him. So that's it. So he's aspiring, and you could see the way Arsenal is now. You could see that they are coming up, and that is it. That's the beauty about consistency.
No problem.
That's the beauty about it.
Let's stay at the end of the season.
All right, that's how we roll. These Chelsea fans, they're always Chelsea every time, any day.
No. If a true fan of sports, you understand, football, you understand.
You have to be
irrespective of your club that you support, you should equally have profiling of other clubs. You understand? And as we speak right now, to you, Chelsea might be moving in the right direction, but because we are a team that is used to winning is in our DNA. So we don't talk about player of the month award.
No.
What is the manager of the month?
That's why we are.
Those are not the kind of things that we talk about.
That's one of the local thing that affects us here. We don't place values, but a white man places value in everything that brings laurel. A white man places value on it because it takes hard work for you to get that. That's the truth about it. It takes hard work. When people you are not supporting wins FA Cup or wins Carling Cup, the Carabao Cup, you always say, what did they use this cup to do?
No. Every cup is a trophy, sincerely speaking. Based on the fact that we've had it rough in the past 2-3 years, you understand? So telling me that we should be consoling ourselves with manager of the month.
You are not consoling. Listen, it's not for you. It's for the coach. At least Enzo Maresca.
Let us win trophies.
Enzo Maresca now knows he's in the right direction. It's not for you. He started and the whole world was as if it was crumbling on him. But he was so focused, he was so determined, and believed in what he knows what he's doing.
Is too early for you
but
to
at least where he has kept Chelsea now, he's not going to come down from it. He has to maintain that level that has given him the edge. He has played 4 games, he has won 3, drew 1. That is a good result. He has not lost any. That's a good result for him.
He lost his first match of the season.
We are not putting that loss.
No problem. Let's
all right. This is where we'll be drawing the curtain close on ABS Sports Flash. My name is Telekome Daniel. Ajuloga, we thank you for being part of this.
It's always my pleasure.
Sports program this morning. Bye for now.